one of the first people who roast I actually paid attention to. Yeah. That was like in the early, was that the early 2000s?
Girl,
2010? It was, yeah.
Like 2013.
Or something like that. Early the 2010s.
Talking about it, and so the writers was like, oh, don't worry about it. You could write your own jokes.
Okay.
And he said it kind of rubbed him wrong. What the fuck you mean I can
write my own jokes? Yeah.
And he was like, we all gotta practice, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't until he got there, and then he read the scripts for the other
people.
Whole bunch of
racist shit. I felt like they was getting their shit off low key. They was. And some of the shit was like, all right, okay, cool. But some of that other shit was just like, and you can tell who felt uncomfortable saying what.
And then how many times you want to talk about Cheryl's husband
dying?
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. I didn't find that funny, but whatever.
I'm assuming y'all talking about the Kevin Hart roast. I decided not to watch because it just, when I saw it and I saw the lineups of different things, it didn't seem like something that it was going to be funny for me. It just seemed like a setup.
Oh no, the shit was, don't get it fucked up. The shit was, I was cracking the fuck
it just
up.
Like
No, honestly,
as far as the dynamic,
if I was invited to that in person, there would have been a wow factor. But that probably would have been worth paying for. I ain't even gonna hold you. That shit was fucking crazy.
It's just the clips that they got. It's just,
you just gotta watch. Some people like Chelsea Handler, her whole set, she fucking killed everybody up there. And I think her jokes were way more appropriate than other people's were. I just felt like they got like a lot of underhand racist shit out of there. And I'm like, y'all okay with that?
I feel like a lot of comics use comedy to get their shit off in regards to that.
But they do, but it was on another level. It was on another level. It wasn't, because my thing is, just like we were saying, like the joke that they made about George Floyd that was not the fuck funny at all. Yeah. I felt like with a joke like that, I'm a person who really has dark humor. It has to be clever. Yeah. It has to be clever to the point where I almost miss it, catch it, and bust the fuck out laughing. Because it's no way, because when the reaction was just like, it looked like everybody was in there like this on eggshells after he said that shit. Like, ooh, like
he made a joke for a shock.
A wow factor.
Yeah, just for a wow factor.
Just for a wow factor.
Clever. It wasn't like, oh shit, like, I'll laugh at some dark racist joke. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too.
So will I.
Crack the fuck up. Those jokes
was not
like clickbait jokes.
I just feel like because George Floyd specifically, like people like George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Sandra
some people feel like George Floyd was a horrible person. I actually seen people debating it.
Jokes behind like deaths like that because of how they came, just stay away from me. They should be off limits.
Stay off it. Yeah, that's how I felt.
I feel like they
should be
anything else was just like,
again, if I'm related to them people, I'm coming behind you. Y'all know how I felt about my little cousin Trayvon. I done said this on here before. Okay? So I'm not taking no jokes behind Trayvon Martin, me personally. I'm not laughing at shit behind Trayvon Martin. Me personally. I don't give a fuck how clever it is. Yeah, me neither. Same
some
with
people feel like he's a horrible person. Like
I didn't know that, but I didn't know him personally. I know what happened to him is in regards to the demise of his death, and that's what I don't fuck with. I didn't know him as a fucking person personally.
Exactly.
So all these people with all these opinions about, oh, he was a horrible person. Did you fucking know him? You know what you read about him. Did you know if what you read about him was true?
That's the thing.
Like, come the fuck on. I'm not even about to do this with y'all. It's regular internet, you know what I mean? Back and forth propaganda.
Charlie Kirk is just
no, they made a joke about him too. But it wasn't the way that the George Floyd one was. Here we are though. I don't know. I just feel like
walk on eggshells around Charlie Kirk's jokes, but you want to straight splat out at George Floyd. Yeah, it's still, again, some differences into how they handle those. Yeah. Period. Mm-hmm. So it would let you even further know exactly. It's even more. It just makes me want to look into. I thought about just seeing who the writers was too, because I just need to know.
I just need to know, because it's like y'all all had to sit down and okay all of this shit. Because at one point, one of the boys, he was like, I'm not saying it. And then I feel like he was like, I'm not saying that. Clips of them saying like, they making me say this.
Yeah.
So it's like y'all a little bit uncomfortable saying these fucking.
Yes, several. Quite a few of them were.
Which is why she said, I want to know who the writers were, because clearly the people who were reciting them didn't write them.
I'm like, they must have had a hell of a year already to be writing them jokes like that. They was waiting to get their shit off. I'm like, it gave like, oh, they such and such gonna be there, because it was like people in the audience was catching strays, which of course happens, but it was like, damn, like, they was just like, everybody had to get it. I was like, okay. But I will say though, I did enjoy Cat Williams' part. I enjoyed the shit out of that. I will say.
I think
he went up there and did what the fuck he felt like. Yeah.
I don't think he read off.
No, and he definitely didn't accept that olive branch neither. He hugged them, but he didn't accept that shit. No. You know, Cat
Williams, the way he
handled it. He did.
Well, I may watch it. I may not.
Just watch Cat Williams and watch.
Not just watch.
Well, yeah, watch Chelsea Handler and watch Cat Williams. That's it.
And Cat Williams.
Because I feel like even Regina Hall played it safe only because nobody. When Chelsea looked at her and even looked like she was about to say something, Regina cut her eye hard. It's like, bitch, I wish you would.
Regina wasn't kikiing too much.
She was not laughing at all. I wondered how she
because she knew it wasn't a kiki atmosphere, and that's almost. And I saw clips of Regina's body language and demeanor during that, which also made me even more eerie and kind of even more supported the fact that why I didn't go watch it initially. Yeah, it just looked like something like, all right, I'm here because y'all pay me to be, but I don't want to be.
That white boy.
A couple people said they paying me to say this. Who? Pete.
He looked a little uncomfortable.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, between him and they grinded his ass up to the finest peppercorn dust. They grinded his ass
with his
up.
Dad, I forgot what they said.
Like you getting all the bitches that your dad was supposed to get, or some shit like that. It was crazy. I don't know. They was
coming about his dad being under rubble. I was like,
oh yeah, because he passed away during 9/11. Child.
Like my gosh.
Yeah, it got that dark.
Well, if you haven't watched it.
Go ahead and watch
synopsis already.
So everybody did family member.
They don't even cut it. The shit is long as shit. It took me a long time to even get through. I couldn't even watch it in one day. I had to do segments. It's damn near 3 hours long. And I didn't even notice that. When I first started, I said, oh shit. I'm like, no wonder it's taking me forever, because I kept stopping and then I fell asleep. And then I was like, all right, let me finish this shit the next day. But then it still took me a minute. It's almost 3 hours long. It's almost 3 hours long.
Well, it won't be 3 hours long as this episode.
Fuck no.
Welcome back to another episode of T.E.H.O Podcast. I am the controversial one.
And I am the authentic one.
And together we are
To each his own.
Now that we gotten the roast off our chest. Well, 2 out of 3, because I haven't seen it. Let's get into what's going on this week. What's going on, folks? What's in the streets? What y'all got going on? How y'all feeling?
Well, they can't hear us right now, Christine.
Bitch, I'm talking about you.
Who folks?
Bitch, you and I'm the folks in the motherfucking room.
So you start talking then. Did you listen to the song?
I asked y'all what was going on with y'all. Like, bitch,
when we started it, you need to say something. You didn't watch the stand-up, so you started.
Well, first of all, that wasn't on the fucking radar, okay?
It wasn't
on the list. And I didn't watch the stand-up, so I couldn't say anything and contribute to it.
True,
I can't contribute to what I didn't have.
It's your turn, bitch. It's your turn.
Well, bitch, I could ask y'all what's up with y'all.
I don't know. We here.
The fuck?
Happy New Year. We here.
So, we have new music on the list, fashion, and a bunch of other things. So, Anna has this new record from Kehlani called Back and Forth featuring Missy Elliott. It was okay to me. I really didn't care for it. For me, it was one of those records that it can be annoying, but then again, you can catch yourself singing it real quickly, like the hook part or the chorus. I can't remember which one it was. Of course, because it was called Back and Forth and it was featuring Missy Elliott, you knew it was going to be an Aaliyah reference in there. I love Missy Elliott. Personally, I've heard much better from Missy. If I can dare I say it, I wasn't impressed.
I think the song is cute, and I think it will definitely probably take off more so in the summertime. It's not overdone. It's not overdone. That's the one thing I did appreciate about it. It's not overdone. They did make the Aaliyah reference, but it wasn't like, oh my God, like
it was at the very end too.
Yeah,
it was at the very
so
end.
I appreciated that. Because I didn't know. I like and the only reason why I come from that perspective because looking at the title of the song, seeing that Missy Elliott was on the song, seeing the type, and then knowing that okay, cool, she probably produced. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, but I was expecting it to be okay. Might lean too hard, might not. I mean, because we have had people who have definitely tried to make songs and do Aaliyah references, and they haven't always been the best or received well. So that was kind of like refreshing to not have it like overdone in a sense. It was, I think they went in the studio, they did what they wanted to do, and that was it. I don't feel like, you know how sometimes people will do a song and it's like they might try to sound like the artist, or might try to put themselves in that kind of headspace, that lane or whatever like that. I think she stayed true to what she was, but still kind of like had that flair.
I absolutely agree with that. Yeah. To be honest with you,
that's what made me like the song.
I'm a person that just pays attention because we're heavy music producer, writer. We pay attention to things like that. I just noticed that right off the bat, but I absolutely agree with Anna in regards to the fact that it wasn't overdone in regards to the referencing. I don't feel like that at all. I just happened to notice that right off the bat. Missy Elliott back and forth, it was just like a equation to me, like really quickly. So yeah, like I said, I do agree with you as far as that. Like I said, I do think people will like it. Again, I know me as far as regards to Kehlani's music as a whole overall, and I say this to Anna often off camera, I feel like about Kehlani's music in general, how she feels about Jhené Aiko.
No, because I like
she knows what I mean by when I say that.
Yeah, I do
the
like
audience
Jhené.
doesn't, but I do like Kayla. I don't dislike her. I just never took a chance to fully listen to her. And what I have heard, it kind of all gives the same thing, kind of what you say about Jhené.
No, Summer Walker, not Jhené.
You said that about Jhené too.
No, I said after a while her voice, like I have to like take a vote. But I love Jhené Aiko's music since B2K days. It's Summer Walker. I feel like that about. I don't think I've ever even downloaded a Summer Walker record on my phone.
Okay, well,
yeah,
Summer Walker.
So it's like that.
Excuse me, switch the reference. Not Jhené Aiko.
Because everybody know how I feel. I'm sorry, I be the only girl every time between her and SZA. Everybody be in so disbelief that I'm not such a big fan. It just be like I don't. It's not that I hate them. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah,
like
it's just voice sounds auto-tuney with me, and it does not sound right with every song and every vibe and every flair. Her voice gives auto-tuney.
Auto-tuney.
It does.
So and it's while we're on the subject of music, can I just say, did we need the Pop That remix? Did we need that? Was it necessary? I just want to know.
I don't think it was necessary like many other remixes, but it was cute.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, it was cute. Because when you just leave the single by itself, it can kind of give like if you in a date party or a club, like a guy kind of takeover, but when you add the remix to it, it allows everybody to get a little part. Like, fellas, old ladies, like it kind of give you that. Yeah, it kind of give you an old kind of thing, I'm
biased because I like Glow.
I love Glow, and
I actually like all the parts. I think they sounded well on the track. Actually,
it was okay, but I feel like other people can be. Oh, the other girl. Oh, I see. I'm not familiar with her, but I do think it could have been other artists that he could have been on that song too. That probably would have made it go even a little bit more.
I get what you're saying, but I appreciate
the Megan and Juvie remix ain't taking on that shit. Gold, and it's not going.
And I hate to say that, and that's what I was about to say in reference to
she was
the Baby
made
song.
For that remix.
I feel like, and I hate to say this, it's not necessarily how I feel, but I feel like a lot of people are tired of Megan, and I feel like it would have been very typical. And to go to the Megan route, I feel like I like the fact that he went the route that he went with who he decided to choose.
Oh no, I didn't want him to do Megan.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like a person like Megan or her caliber. So I feel like I like the way that he went. Like Glow in Miami, I guess, were the biggest people on the track. I like the fact that he kind of mixed it up a little bit and gave us different people who had different flows and allow us to hear how they all sound on one record. And I'm like, they sounded alright to me.
They never done on the track together, right?
Who?
Glow in Miami. Have they?
I don't think so.
Unless I'm drawing a blank.
Not anything that I've heard.
I'm drawing a blank right now, but I can't pull it out my Rolodex, my mental Rolodex. No, it is. But let me tell you about this other different sound that I was like, I can't. I like the song by itself, and I feel like Glorilla with her fire ass fucking features on everybody's song, but I did not like Sexy Red versus that fucking Chris Brown song. I did not like. I feel like they could have cut Sexy Red out and kept Glorilla verse, and I would have been fine with it. I could understand that. But honestly, I personally felt like he could have kept Glow and Sexy off. When I saw the features, I was like, this look awkward as fuck. Chris Brown featuring Sexy Red and Glorilla, and no shade, I like all three as independent people. Not Sexy Red as much, but you as a person liking the music, not so much. Anyway, but I'm like, it just looked like a weird ass matchup to me. I don't know, maybe, yeah, but then again.
Because I was thinking about Glow's flow and her cadence. I'm like, nothing to her cadence didn't sound like it would sound right on anything in regards to Chris Brown and how his cadence and flows and stuff with songs. It just didn't match up well to me.
I think that's why the production
the song didn't sound bad, but again, I could have went without it.
True. I feel like her verse was better than Sexy Red's. I
agree, but I could have went without it altogether
because they already got a record together and it did sound
right. I agree.
And I feel like they could have made a record that sounded better than that, but they just didn't.
The best thing they did production wise was break up the beats.
When they start rapping, they did it. I said, okay, here come the change. I like that because I'm like, damn, that shit sounds so good. Because when the song first came
on, I'm like, how the fuck do you think you gonna fit them on here? I was like, where is this coming from? Yep. And when the beat changed, I was like, oh, okay, you had to do that because otherwise it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense.
You would have had to have someone real, much softer spoken. And more like a spoken, not hard like that. Because Glow really gonna give you that.
Yeah, I'm about to say Glow and Chris don't sound right together naturally. It just don't. Like I said, the
she got a harder voice.
Was awkward to me just to see written out. Personally, and again, I love them independently. Oh, I want man independent. Throw your hands up at me.
So I guess that's all y'all. Sorry, I just had to check in and see what y'all thought because I'm not even gonna mention this other song that I don't like because I just don't like it. And y'all not about to make this the song of the summer, so we're just gonna keep on moving with the conversation. Cause I'm gonna start tripping bitches as soon as they start singing that shit when I'm outside.
Yeah, in regards to Chris Brown, I'm like, again, y'all keep giving us these long ass albums. Me personally, I'm glad it was timed how it was, because although it was 27 albums, 27 songs, it did go relatively fast. He did switch up some things. It was some songs that I said to myself, okay, this is the Chris Brown sound. Then there was other songs I was like, okay, I see the switch up here and I see where you was trying to go. I personally didn't feel like it necessarily matched his voice well, but I respect and I appreciate him going forward, and it didn't necessarily sound bad. Again, I wouldn't necessarily need it again though.
I get
with some sounds.
I get what you mean, because there's some songs on there that I could, I'm just like, okay.
I can go without.
Honestly, you already know what I say. Heartbreak on the Full Moon till this day. I love that album down from top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right, diagonal to diagonal. That's one of my first long albums that I really
Everybody say that, and for me, that's one of the ones that sound the same going all the way through. I feel like I'm listening to the same song every 3 songs. And maybe it's just me and how I listen to things, but it is what it is. Not to say I dislike it, but it just sounds like the same song every 3 songs.
All right, y'all.
So what's next on What's Going On?
So first and foremost, no new episode on Memorial Day weekend. I just want to let y'all know that right now I will be enjoying my bed or festivities of choice if I go anywhere. So y'all do the same. I don't want y'all to be shocked. I don't want y'all to be upset. I want y'all to enjoy y'all vacation. Okay? We love y'all. We deserve a break too. All right? Smooches. So yeah, y'all not getting episode 525.
Y'all know that's Black People Started Summer, so
absolutely.
If we're not on a grill, we're gonna be grabbing something from a grill. Thank you.
Bottom line.
The Africa Magic Viewers Choice Award.
First of all,
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Me neither, but they made the Met Gala look like a dress rehearsal, honey.
When I looked into it, I guess it's been a thing since I think around 2013, if I'm not mistaken. And it kind of gives a combination of the BET Viewers Choice, maybe a little bit of the, what is that one with the, what do you do with the movies? I guess the Tony or the Oscars or whatever. It kind of gets like a combo
of all of those awards.
Yeah, it's put together, but for Lagos, and that's where they hosted it at.
Yeah, because honey, Nigeria. The looks was looking good.
And I don't know, I was trying to find if there was a theme for it or if they just kind of came as they were. I couldn't specifically find a theme or anything. All I know is that dress that looked like a city skyscraper.
That was crazy.
Oh my goodness. I just want to point me to the designers of the dresses for these awards.
Yeah,
they were beautiful.
My favorites were the look that, let me move these people out there. The look that Tony Tones had on that gold dress was decent as shit. And I also like the butterfly dress look. That shit was all that. I'm a butterfly, damn.
Yes.
Run that butterfly dress, please. Thank you.
Yes.
It was the wing for me.
Yes.
She ate that up.
This was the 2026 Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards. All of these people ate up every single last look. This brown look at first glance, like it kind of gave me like thrombose veins.
Yeah,
low key, but it's cute.
I know exactly which one you talking about.
It's cute though. Like I was like, oh my god.
She's like a Slim Jim rolled in a coffee filter.
Yeah, like it was cute though.
It's different.
Shout out to Lagos. Shout out to Nigeria and our African pride folks over there.
Yes, because y'all ate them looks up.
Shout out to Mufasa and them over there. And y'all did a great job. It looks wonderful.
There's always going to be some controversy that comes with every award show, because then there was rumblings and rustlings of people stealing other people's designs and making the dresses. So some people's arguments were, they'll get AI to sketch some shit up, and if you take it to one designer and they don't use it, they won't take it somewhere else. It's the same shit that happened here in the States, and I'm just like, they have a point. Yeah, they have a point. Y'all vision and your execution is still there. Just wanted to
either way, it was there.
Okay.
It was there. Cause put me on the runway in it.
Yeah, because I'm not even big. Because to me, that is like, to me as a person who don't really be getting jiggy with all that Met Gala shit, that like some of that shit be looking a mess. I understand it's supposed to like it be themes, is art, is this and that, and when you think about the concept and stuff like that, some shit that be couture, CHRISSIE will tell you I don't be fucking with none of that shit.
Don't pay me how I get in it.
I'm just saying, because I be the one like, oh my god, like that's so decent. I be like, and no the fuck it's not. And I be dead ass, but.
I mean, that's individual style. That's all that makes up of like that, and that's just what it is. Some things I find cute, some things she don't, and vice versa.
No, but I was just saying that to say I just feel like for me, when it comes to the Met Gala and how, like all their themes and stuff, that's what to me. That's more my speed. Yeah, because it was still creative as fuck. But just not.
I just think when it comes to some of the American eye, because some of the designers for the Met Gala be American. I just think when it comes to the American eye and when it comes to being creative, unfortunately, we are in the year 2026, and when it comes to creativity, nobody really has that anymore. Like you'll take the most regular thing, like meat, and make it a dress. Like you know what I mean. I hate sorry Gaga, but that was just the first thing that I thought about. Like you take something so dumb, for the most lamest word, and you want to recreate it and make it art and say, look here, I put this on the dress, look what I can do. Like, so what? Like nobody really is going to walk around and wear that as fashion. This shit that they got on in Lagos, in Nigeria, bitch, put me on
if somebody wanted to mess the prom up real fast.
I was saying, in any formal event,
excuse me,
I would throw one of those gowns on.
Mind you, there was a prom that did have a Met Gala theme, and them kids was sharp. Yes, so they was right there.
So I appreciate it. I love a good fashion.
Me too.
I love a good layer and a good going.
A good leg.
Hello. So, there, next on the list we have. Now we getting racial. Hold on, it's about to go a little dark, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to let y'all know because it's a lot happening.
So this is entitled "Whites Only." So if you haven't heard it by now, in Pennsylvania bans whites only housing by one vote. The votes came in 101 to 100. Anna, since you put this on the list, do you want to explain to the people what that means if they do not understand?
House Bill 2103 was introduced by Democratic Representative Ben Waxman and,
that name is terrible. Sorry.
Basically, white supremacists and extremists were trying to...
They're trying to segregate us again.
Yeah, they basically trying to have their inhabit their own communities and make it a whites only thing, which is in our state, and which isn't surprising. We went to school in Western PA, so we know all about that. We got a warm fucking welcome from the Klan master when we went up for our freshman year, so we know what that's all about. But I don't know. You got some people saying that they didn't really care about that. It is what it is. They still won't do that kind of shit anyway. It's it's already happening without it being so formal. Yeah. So some black people were saying, or people of color were saying okay, well, at least we gonna know where they at. At least we gonna know all right, they over there, we know exactly where to stay away from, versus you moving into a neighborhood. Next thing you know, all these white hoods is in your front lawn because you the new neighbor.
I mean, to be honest with you, I gotta side with, clearly we understand how implementing something like that could factor negatively
and be dangerous,
right? But
understand
when it comes to the side of if they gonna do it anyway, and if we know where they at, I'd rather know where they at versus knowing where they aren't. I gotta agree with that part. To be honest, I'd rather know where they at too. You know what I mean? You want to know the sundown towns versus those that are not.
That are not, yeah. So you don't put yourself at a disposition.
Exactly.
And you could be, like I said, know how to play it. Stay far away, and you know what I'm saying? But we had to listen. Right now, the way they trying to take us back hundreds of years for no reason. I don't know. It's a lot going on right now. Look, listen here. I don't know, y'all. I know I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm to the point I just feel like we keep on pressing the issue.
I ain't gonna say a lot of things.
About certain shit, and it's just they don't want us to be a part of this shit.
How many years we into this administration again?
A lot. More than I would like to be.
How many years are we into this current administration again? That's all. It's just, all I'm gonna say today is it's just a sin and a shame that all the real gangsters is dead or in jail.
I hate you, dog. All the real gangsters are dead or in jail. I don't know. That kind of stuff, I'm not shocked by it, honestly. That's more so where I'm coming from.
But when it comes to, the outrage that the masses have, all I'm going to say is, listen, all I can tell you is it's a sin and a shame that all the real gangsters is dead or in jail. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Please, CHRISSIE. Anyhow, license revoked. So apparently, thousands of newly licensed drivers in Pennsylvania have been told they must retake their road test. Well, y'all should have been doing this since 2020. That's where I'm going to start with that. But apparently,
they honestly should.
2,500 people are going to have to retake their tests.
I think they said about 1,900 or something like that so far have taken it, and they got to do the rest. I think that y'all need to do some more digging and investigating. Yeah, I think that y'all need to expand the range, the year range that y'all need to retest for, because just going back as far as 2020 is not cutting it. I hate to say it, but y'all need to test
the seniors.
I've been saying
the seniors.
Y'all was gonna say.
I legit just watched a man roll through the stop sign right there, literally right there.
Look here, if you weren't born in the United States,
I'm done.
If you are over a certain age, or you inhibit certain medical conditions.
Retake?
You need to retake your test.
I don't know, but I thought this was a funny thought though. Someone said retest everyone, create a new Philly style test. So this is what they came up with.
I do think it's something to be different for those of us cities who are much busier when it comes to traffic and things like that, because it's a little you gotta learn how to Brody. That's a thing. You know what I'm saying?
The streets be rickety.
Right, potholes and stuff is regular. Like some cities and small counties and states don't even experience stuff like that.
They don't, but the streets
they don't even know what a pothole is. Some counties is so small they don't even need speed bumps.
Yeah, we have too many.
Because they got one elementary school,
tables.
one high school, and one middle school.
They put speed tables on Cobb's Creek. Not a speed bump, a speed table.
Yep.
You gotta slow all the way down. Like, you ain't no more cruising.
I ain't gonna even lie, because the way niggas was crashing out on Cobb's Creek over the years, I'm surprised they ain't been did that. Cobb's Creek had way.
It was just a car accidents. Flipped over on Lansdowne Avenue the other day. The whole Lansdowne Avenue pushed that shit back up on its wheels. People be speeding on them trolley tracks the same way my mom car got totaled. Why are you driving 100 miles per hour on fucking trolley tracks?
Somebody just crashed behind my car. They was like, I'm driving. The person in front of me, they're slowing up because they got to park. The guy behind me being impatient, he like jumped from behind me and then jumped in front of me. I guess he thought I was just slowing up just to slow up. No, dickhead, like the person about to park. So that's whenever he did it, the other guy behind me, he like crashed.
Veered right into him.
He crashed into a parked car. So both of them wasn't paying attention. Mm-hmm. Both of them is like, but it was right near around Lansdowne where it's them trolley tracks. They all fucking speeding and shit. The person in front of me is parking. They're coming to a complete
stop. Yeah. But I just cut somebody out for that on my way here. Like I said, how the fuck are you jumping out the lane? I'm waiting to go around this person. How are you jumping? And you see me with my turn signal, I'm trying to jump out. People be so hyped to jump out before you. I'm in front of you, dickhead. If you wait for me to go first, then you can go.
Yeah.
I don't be understanding that shit.
Again, I think that in those type of impatient drivers, I think you need to test mental health people. I'm sorry to point y'all out. Certain populations, you got certain diagnosis. I think y'all need to retest them. I'm saying something wrong with them.
But I get it with that 2020 shit, because I kept saying, like, all these fucking new drivers.
They was giving shit away. Mm-hmm. They was giving licenses away during COVID. I have said that, yeah.
It's from the pandemic.
All that fucking money. There's all that fucking money.
I think that's a lot of the younger drivers. That has nothing to do for the middle-aged, older, and those who are non-American.
Yeah, it's them.
Excuse me, I hate you, but this somebody gonna say. Step 1 should be to navigate a Wawa parking lot. Step 2, drive through Center City. What I just explained pissed me off. Step 3, drive on 95 in the Schuylkill, and I'm gonna add a step 4. Bitch, take Lincoln Drive.
I was about to say Lincoln Drive. You should be very familiar with Lincoln Drive.
I don't know why the Boulevard ain't on there.
Shit, you can't speed no more, so it ain't no point.
People still be.
I say they still speed.
Stupid.
They trying to
you still gotta be able to navigate the fact that people are still speeding and now they have speed cameras. You gotta be able to navigate that crazy ass traffic now.
True. That's why I don't get on it.
I avoid. Let me tell you something. I
don't get on Broad Street or the Boulevard.
I'm about to say it's 3 main streets I avoid in Philadelphia as much as I can. Broad Street, Roosevelt Boulevard, and Lincoln motherfucking Drive.
Lincoln Drive, I had to take it so much.
I automatically, anytime I come up, like, I always take Lincoln Drive.
I always take Lincoln Drive.
Me too, because uptown.
I'm cool on it, but I hate fucking taking it because of other people.
Like snow?
I'm surprised they ain't put a fucking speed sign on there.
That's the only time.
And I wasn't driving.
I've seen so many live accidents myself on Lincoln Drive.
By the grace of God, it was only one person that was behind me. He must have seen my car was getting out of
control. He slowed
down. But my shit was like this.
I've seen it
drive
several times.
And I didn't see him, so he must have seen that my car was like
he
had slowed over.
Yep.
Yeah, just so y'all know, Lincoln Drive is one of them Johns. If you don't listen, if you don't know nobody from Philly,
you driver, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, it's nothing but cricket letters on Lincoln Drive. Lincoln Drive is nothing but a curve and swerve. Well, now that we're done with what's going on for the week, we're going to jump into the boss, and my screen just went away from me.
Boss of the week.
We have Just for the Culture with 2 E's on Instagram. So on Instagram it's _Just for the Culture with 2 E's _, which is a black owned business, best fashion brand in in the U.S. for heritage fashion. Now, we've had a few of these Boss of the Weeks in the past before for like the heritage and the cultural fashion, and I think personally that they are really creative concepts when you're building fashion brands from those, and I love them. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Jess. A lot of her products are culturally based from Mother Africa, as we just talked about earlier. We were talking about the African Viewers Choice Awards and shouting out the designers over there. So, Ms. Jess, if you one of them, okay, get your ass on the Viewers Choice Awards, okay? You want to get jackets on there, okay? Get your ass over there to Lagos so we can see you on the red carpet, okay? Shout out to Jess for the culture. Legos, I say Lagos. I like saying Lagos because I be thinking of Legos. So when I say Legos, it reminds me of Legos. So I gotta say Lagos in order to try to like not say Legos. I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. I know I be wrong. I'm sorry. I know. I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant sometimes. I'm sorry. So shout out for the culture, aka Jess for the culture on Instagram. So if you guys love a good cultural vibe, something to represent the black people, the red, the green, and the black, follow her page, go to her website, and check out what she has. I like a lot of leather jackets and the sweaters and the sweatshirts that she have. I love a good fall outfit for that. So check her out and see what she has that might entice you.
And it looks quality too.
Yes, I love a good quality. It don't look like it just like iron on and come right off in one wash. It don't look like that. It don't.
It don't.
And it don't look like, you know how it be like the fuzzy material, like when you wash it, then when it come up, it be like real faded and it be like nappy. It don't look like that.
Yeah, I hate when you use one wash and then it just be peasy. I
don't like that. Right, that's the word I was looking for. Peasy.
Sheen, shiny, polyester, and
them twins.
Yeah, them twins. They be messing up.
So, time to get into this week's topics, and the first one is Auntie My Ass. I think this was so overdone.
You think
this was so blown out of proportion.
You think so?
I really do think so.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the person, though.
It does depend on the person.
Because the way she called her, I mean, I feel like what you mean, like her reaction to the person?
Yeah, her reaction was blown out of proportion.
I get what you mean.
So if you guys haven't seen it going viral already, there was a woman who was checked by a well-known influencer, black woman on Instagram on social media, for being called auntie. So she stated that she's like, black woman 50 and up, can we talk? She was in Brooklyn. She went to a meet and greet. She saw a black woman who she was inspired by, who was an influencer. She immediately went up to her. She said, hey, auntie. The black woman responded to her and said that she was around her age, so she shouldn't be referring to her as auntie. Now, the woman who called her auntie, in her response, she was naturally Southern, so she felt like saying auntie was respectful, given the fact that, she didn't know her, she knew she was of older age, and
yeah, she was 17 years her senior, so
right.
She just felt like it would be appropriate.
And she just felt like it was appropriate. So she called her auntie,
like in an affectionate way,
right? In an affectionate way, like how I would say, like we see different actors or different celebrities
like
that are
we call
older.
Mary J. Blige our aunt.
I was about to say auntie, or me, a good Jennifer Lewis. Yeah, I was just talking to her. I was like, listen, this is my auntie. And listen, and really, I'll pay the bell. The good, those who we clear our seniors who were clearly not our family members. We respect them and who they are, and because we know they're older than us, and because we feel like we fake know them, we know that's how we are. Like we say auntie again in an endearing and an affectionate way. Well, this influencer ain't like that, and she felt like, again, well, girl, you over a certain age, you should just call me by my name, which a lot of other people in the comments felt the same and they agreed with. And I agree with that as well. You could have just called her her name, I absolutely agree with that. That would have been fine. But even if you didn't, it's not like you called. It's not like you walked up to her and said, "Hey, bitch."
Yeah,
I feel like her response to it was absolutely blown out of proportion. Like, yeah, she could have said something else, but yeah, you could have reacted differently too. Like, it's not that deep.
She probably called her on the wrong day, because I'm gonna tell you something.
She could have called her on the wrong day, but that wrong day, you shouldn't have fucking been outside then.
People
greeting people and doing meet and greets.
People
the fuck
are very particular about, you know, if they say it's not what you call it, it's what you answer to. However, especially with me, like, I correct people in a heartbeat. I've been doing that all my life. When people pronounce my name wrong, I correct them. So I feel like in that moment, she could have just been like, "Oh no, you can call me such and such," or like that.
Nasty,
yeah, for not
thing, though.
Embarrassing her in front of others is like kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's why like it was completely blown out of proportion to me. Like, even if you would have said that to her, but if it would have just been between y'all two, I'd have been like, "Oh, all right, listen, she don't want to be called auntie, bitch. You come correct next time."
Yeah.
If that was just a conversation between you and her, but like you said, the fact that it was done in front of
other people,
the masses of people, it was completely blown out of proportion. It was given that you were trying to embarrass her and make an example out of her to tell people, "Don't do this shit to me no more." And it's just like, well, bitch, for what? For one, if you would have did it to me, you would have chose the wrong one to make an example out of. But I do respect how the woman handled it and took it. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I just think, honestly, I would have probably been the same way. Honestly, you 17 years older than me at the end of the day, and it's so crazy because we've said this before, but it's kind of like even when I meet older women in certain settings, like especially like at work, and you get that auntie feel. It's like, oh dang, I don't say that's my work mom or nothing like that, but it's just like, you may address, I find myself addressing older women as miss. And I don't want to say it's only black women, but it comes out like that. Like, I don't know why. I always
because culturally, black people have a thing where with different generations, they had a thing where they said, "No, you call me miss." I don't think naturally in other cultures they're big on that, which is probably why subconsciously you only do it to black women.
Black women, yeah. And it's crazy because I realized me and my other coworker are the only people that call this specific person miss.
I used to be like that, and then I realized I started to do it based on the character of the person.
And that's exactly what I do it.
And the demeanor.
Not everybody get that.
I feel like if you give me ghetto vibes, or if you give me, you know, disrespectful vibes, or you don't care who you kind of talking to, I'm definitely going there. But I have saying, just to kind of double back a little bit on that, more recently, I've realized that I've just been more casual to not wanting to, so I don't have to differentiate, just call people by their name.
By their name, yeah.
At the end of the day, I realized that I'm getting older.
Yep.
And two, and it's probably actually a double entendre when it comes to how people approach and perceive me, because people, especially in the corporate or my work atmosphere, people tend to think I'm younger than what I am. And I think for me, I tend to just now call people directly as their first name as a immediate kind of respect so you know I'm not that much fucking younger than you.
Right.
Like, I could be young enough to be your daughter, but so the fuck what? I'm not.
Exactly.
So I have realized about that personally, about myself, more recently. I have definitely dropped the miss, no matter how old you are.
I'm cracking up. Well,
and that's just me. Some people can say you're still wrong. You gotta show some respect. Well, I gotta. You have to show me you gonna respect me first in order for me to get a miss in front of me.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be miss bitch.
Like, could I be too mad if one of the young boys on the street say, hey miss, or auntie? I wouldn't be mad at that.
No, I wouldn't be mad. I used to take it as offense, but no, I wouldn't be mad. My name is my name, so if you call me by my name, I'm not offended. My mom gave me that name. There's no reason for you to be offended if somebody doesn't put a miss in front of me. I can see if someone is married and want to be respected as a Mrs. such and such, if you're calling them that. But outside of that, if you're calling me by my name, it's no reason for me to be offended.
Yeah.
No matter how old I am. But again, that's just a cultural, generational thing.
It is. Cause I noticed that even in some schools, I can't say whether it's just specifically charter schools. I think it just depends upon the teacher. Some teachers don't want to be called Mr. or Mrs. They call them. Some teachers prefer to be called by their first name, and some teachers prefer to be called teacher so and so instead of Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. That's just how I'm like, okay. Cause I noticed the kids say, "Oh, my teacher, what's it called?" It said, and I'm like, huh? Teacher, what's it called? I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you say it. Cool.
Within respect to the LGBTQ plus community, when it comes to pronoun use, there are a lot of younger teachers in this generation. So that whole being kind of platonic across the board when it comes to just addressing me one way so you don't misaddress me at all, that's becoming more normal.
Yeah, right.
Because we've never seen that in our generation.
In our generation, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We have not. At all. Yes. Ooh, God bless you, girl.
I didn't realize it was a sneeze at first. I'm sorry.
She was trying to mute it.
It was so light, It's the silent sneeze, not the silencer. Oh, goodness. So where we at what time, Don?
Want here?
Yeah.
We need a second topic.
I'm just curious because I just felt like it's been a little while.
It's been 40 minutes. It's been like 40 minutes. I've been keeping track. It's been 40 minutes.
I just feel like that's a long time.
It's not a long time. We need a second topic because the last episode was short. So don't fucking complain. Sit here and do the goddamn topic.
I just feel like we could.
Okay.
I just feel like we talk enough to go to rest and not be like super to go overboard.
I'm not rushing it. If we talk about
you ain't have to. All I did was ask you. You ain't even have to point that out. You see, then you pointed it out to the audience, and I was asking about that. You ain't have to. You ain't have to point it out.
If you came here to watch me, you smart. If you came here to watch me, you smart. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you love us, you know last week.
All I did is where we asked all the time. You had to point that out. You had to zone in on that.
Was a little skimp, so, and I don't like wasting money. So, yeah. Second topic. You hear? I guarantee I love you for that. God bless you. Worst ex ever. So instead of talking about people who cheated, talk about the crazy shit that people did to you. So this mother effer. Oh, this is sinister. Oh, never mind. I'm not doing that one because that's weird. Ooh, no. Oh, wow. So this girl says she found out the person she was dealing with still bathed with his mother at the age of 21. Let him go right after that. That's very strange. Yeah, very strange. And this other person specifically said that she was sold on the darknet. Sold her address, sold her car, her phone, her work schedule information.
I don't know why when I read that, I felt like I saw a documentary about that.
It's not even, I'll give you one better. I literally just was on Facebook last night, and not only did someone talk about the fact that they thought they had a stalker, she got home yesterday and that motherfucker was in her house. So now she has to move. Be careful out here, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
She gotta move what? His gravesite?
No, she's moving from their house because she don't know how the fuck he found her. It went from I have a hunch that I have a stalker to having proof that he was actually in their house.
I don't understand why she moving anything but his gravesite.
I'm not staying there. I wouldn't stay there neither.
You in my house.
Yeah, but you coming home and I don't know. They didn't give details as to what actually happened.
That's why I'm talking about my right to move his gravesite. I have the right to kill his ass. That's what I'm like. I don't understand why she's moving anything besides his fucking gravesite.
Well,
I'm not moving. Nothing but the gravesite.
No, I don't know. Would you move? Because I think I would. I'm moving. Me personally, especially if it's not a guarantee you're going to run into this person or you don't even know where to find them. You got to weigh your options here. I'm not looking over my shoulder every day. Now, I might not want to move my shit, but yeah, it's a reason why. This could be something.
It ain't no guarantee they not going to find you again, especially if you don't know how they going to find you. So at the end of the day, you might as well, if you want me, you got to come get me where I stand.
All right, Usher.
You gotta come get me where I stand. No, I'm dead ass serious. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna keep moving and moving. Me personally, just because of how I think, everybody is different, to each his own. Just because of how I think, I personally feel like even if I kept moving, I would be constantly feeling like I'm looking over my shoulder. Again, like you said, especially if you feel like you don't know how to find this person until they boop pop up to you and sitting on your fucking couch like this. So how about I'm gonna sit on my couch?
We gonna tango?
And I'm gonna wait for you.
I don't know. That's crazy though.
Bitch, if I gotta work from home, bitch, if I gotta go to my job and explain to them what's going on, listen, I want to keep this. I gotta keep my job because I gotta keep roof my head. But I need to work from home.
I've been all back for about 3 days.
Yeah, listen. if I got to take FMLA for 3 months because we got to sit this one out, bitch. You go on the rooftop, Kiki, you go down the fuck low, okay? Yana, you go to fuck across the street, okay? Listen, Dime, you go to fuck up high across the other side. You get bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't give a fuck what I got
your good eyes on.
If you only gonna meet me in my comfort space, you're not making me uncomfortable in my comfort space. That's crazy to me. How I think
that fucks with me mentally.
That's why I'm like, you can. That's what I'm saying.
That lets me know that you could have
keep moving and feel comfortable. I gotta.
Yeah. I feel
we
that.
Gotta end this right here.
I don't know, cause my thing would be like, it's like with situations like that, they be like, oh, you need to make a police report.
Like I don't care if I gotta move my whole family into a motherfucking teepee hut and we gonna sit here and wait this nigga out. No, I don't care.
Make a police report.
Because that's gonna help me.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow it.
I'm gonna Swiss cheese your
ass. Exactly.
No, make that police report.
Yeah, you won't have to.
A lot of time women move. They'll move from state to state.
And they'll keep getting installed.
They'll keep
It might be 2 years. Thing might die then. One of us motherfucker change his name. Go get surgery. go get
facial surgery.
Come up. He got 52-7 aliases. I'm not about to fuck around. I'm not about to keep fucking running, bitch. What did Jennifer Lopez say? Enough is enough.
You might as well come up in here. I didn't do a lot for you.
That's what I'm saying. Me and the whole family gonna be sitting here waiting on the couch. You gonna find somebody. Every step you take up these steps, somebody gonna be on the first step 1 through 15. Somebody gonna be waiting for you in the hallway. And somebody gonna be waiting for you on the sofa. Somebody gonna be waiting for you on the love seat. Somebody gonna be waiting for you on the toilet. Somebody gonna be waiting for you in the kitchen, sitting everywhere on the countertop.
You know what?
Like what?
That's why they say too though, if you don't have as women, right? Because I know sometimes as women we get the check.
Mm-hmm. We get the talking.
And trying to dump it with niggas.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
I don't give a fuck if you.
I say that all the time.
Family.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much falling out you had with your family.
Let me tell you something.
Tell them niggas you got some people that care about you.
Let me tell you something.
Right.
You never tell
hell yeah.
your current,
hell yeah.
You never tell your current situation what your last situation did wrong. And you never make somebody feel like you all alone. You never know who praying on somebody. When you meet somebody, oh, he feels so good, everything feels so wonderful. Listen, you never know who doing what. People will have their mask on and their representatives on for years, 2 years. And or up until the point where they feel like they want you and got you. People are master manipulators. You never know how long somebody can play their role to fool you.
It's
guess
scary.
What?
It's scary.
I promise you, I'm not playing the role to fool you. The me you get is me. You gonna know you not gonna try me every single time, or if you do, I am going to die trying. I promise you, my family never gonna think they gonna found me in a situation where they know I ain't fucking die trying.
Yeah, they gonna
never.
Yeah, they gonna.
I don't give a fuck how scared I am, bitch. We go around this bitch die trying. We gotta jump out this motherfucking 3-story window, bitch. We gonna die trying. Whatever the situation is, I understand. They say you never know what kind of situation you is. You never know what you gonna do, how you gonna react. So you get in the situation. Let me tell you something. How I grew up. The way I think, the experiences that I've been in, I'm saying, listen, I know what I have been through, and I know what I have been secondhand to experience in other people's direct experiences. And unfortunately, I'm the kind of person, I think about life or death scenarios all the time.
All the time.
Like literally, I hate to say it. And I think it's probably a little something wrong with me when it comes to that. People are like, what's wrong with you? Probably a little something wrong with me. It's okay. But
you should pay attention like that.
For me, I feel like it's part of me staying ready so I don't ever get ready.
Yep, you should know where any place you go, you should know where all the exits
is. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is just how
back in your parking space. Don't pull in.
This
so you
is
can
just
pull
how
right
I
off if you gotta get out of there.
To think like this is just how I move, and I'm not about to fuck around with the fuck around.
Me neither. No real shit.
Okay.
I said, cause that scared the shit out of me. I'm like, and this is a person I know personally. That shit scared the shit out of me. I'm like, damn.
I don't like that.
And your house is crazy. And to be taunting you, because now it's giving you're taunting me, because how else would I know you're here if you're not here when I get here? And it's just my mind start going places. It's just like, so you sending me pictures of you sitting in my house, or like,
yeah. Now you gotta figure out such shit like
crazy.
that. That's some Canaan shit. See, now you gotta figure out how to taunt them back. See,
people
now
are crazy.
And shit like that. See. You do something like that, now I'm about to have fun with this shit.
Right.
I'm not.
Play ball. My house.
I'm waiting for you at yours.
Yeah, no, for real.
I think we might gotta move on. We might be giving up too many streets because I might have to hold some of this shit. I might gotta use. I don't know if I gotta use some of this shit in the future. So we might have to stop this conversation right now.
Minutes. You in my shit.
Yo, I'm starting my blood boy. I'm starting to get a little stiff in the neck. I'm getting too excited, starting to think about the things that I would do.
I can't.
The situation we might got.
Long story short, girl, please. Y'all have to listen. Long story short, whatever you do, however you do it, be safe, be diligent. Let somebody know where you at. Let somebody know where you at. Have your location on. I don't care if it's only one person. Let somebody know where you at. Because people is getting snatched up.
Yeah.
That's all.
Somebody said, my mom always told me that. And I think we said
one person know where you
before. At At least somebody should always know where you at. And even before the location in the iPhone days, somebody used to always know where you are. I don't care how much you creep, cheat, sleep, street, slut, smut, or fuck. Somebody should always know where you at. You hear me? Yeah, somebody should always. Somebody should always, no matter what you doing. No, for real. No matter what you doing, somebody.
It's like, damn.
Because I get some. You got shame and embarrassment behind it, but no, somebody should always know where you at.
No, the fuck I don't. Shit.
Look, I would let you streetwalker. Somebody know where they at.
I don't even
they
be creeping.
The track,
if I
somebody
creep,
know where they
my thick ass creep to go get something from Walmart.
Listen, whatever I'm doing it with an S on my chest.
Okay, yeah, you did. I'll be right up for Wawa.
I'm too old for this shit. CHRISSIE, that's you? Damn, you weren't supposed to catch me.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, Cass.
Yeah, that's me. Don't take no pictures, no photos, no autographs, please.
Please, okay? Act like you didn't even see me.
Okay.
Here you go, MIB treatment. Here you go. Look at this pen. There you go. Niggas
hey,
be too
mind your business. If you ask me again, I promise you I'm going to deny it. I'm going to lie like a rug.
I hate you. Don't laugh at her.
I'm serious.
She'll do it with a straight face. Talk about.
They see me where?
I hate you.
They said, well, who? Elementary school? I don't know you, man.
Okay, that's my shit.
Shit. Oh, shit.
I hate you.
I promise you, I ain't lying.
So,
all right, where we at?
Down at the bottom. So now we're into the reality check. So reality is relationships and marriage don't look like how they used to. So with that being said, we've already talked about this a little bit, but I just want to know, do you think this is a good idea?
I ain't gonna lie, this bitch was dumb.
You think that's dumb?
I don't think this idea was how she tried to present it. Y'all don't live together. I'm gonna let you say it, then I'm gonna say my opinion.
Yeah, I think because listen, that's the reason why I put it in there. Because okay, so separate but together. That's the name. That's what I called it. Mm-hmm. So apparently there's this TikToker, and she gave a tour of the living arrangements between her and her spouse. I think it's her wife or her girlfriend. I'm not sure. Anyway, her partner. Long story short, they live in the same apartment building. But they just live in apartments that are right next to each other. So it's like kind of like a, you know how you get a hotel double joint suite? So you could just kind of like go out your door and go inside her door. They got their own room, their own office space, all that shit like that or whatever like that. Now, one of the only examples I can think of off the top of my head is Cheryl Lee Ralph. And her have been living living separately for years.
20-something years.
20 plus years. And their marriage, it works out for them. And I've always admired that. And I think that would be something that I would probably be into. So do you think this is an extreme?
As you were, I think you would too.
Yeah. Do you think this is an extreme version of that? Because I'm like, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I personally don't think this is living together.
It's not. But it is at the same time because it's like,
it's like you're just very close. You're neighbors. It's like I thought about it like this. I don't know why, but again, this is how my brain processed it. I was like, when I got through the entire thing, I'm like, am I tripping? When I looked at the video, right, I'm like, am I tripping when she explained it? Because she showed, she was like, me and my partner have the same exact layout, but I'm just going to show you how we're different. Like, we're just two very different people. She showed her apartment, how it was laid out. She showed her partner's apartment and how it was laid out. And I'm like, okay, am I tripping? Like, I thought they was living together. So I watched it again, right? Mm-hmm. And I said, immediately I'm like, okay, to me, this is not living together. To me, I just imagined it as if, say you lived in an apartment building and you started dating the guy that lived on the same floor as you.
It's basically the same thing.
I'm like, that's just, I'm like, you don't live together.
So it's gonna be,
but I
could see you snapping about some shit like that.
No.
Like this nigga, oh my God, I keep seeing him every time I come in and out the door. It's like I don't get a chance to be, like every time I look, he looking at me. Even though you can go in your apartment.
No, though, not really, because I think about it now. Like right now, I live in a duplex, right? And me and my neighbor, we have similar schedules, but we never really see each other coming out at the same time. And that's literally just how I thought about it. I was like, you don't live together, y'all neighbors. Y'all just live very, very close to each other.
But of course you're not gonna say.
But you have your separate space, so I think that's perfect. I feel like for people who wanted to be married but wanted to absolutely have these separate spaces, I think this is the perfect scenario because you're not technically living together. They have two separate leases. True. They have their own separate, they live in two different apartments. They just happen to live on the same floor and right next door to each other. If they were two people who did not know each other, it would be a completely different scenario, and that's just how my brain processed it.
Yeah, for me personally, it's just like it's no different than you when you in the honeymoon phase and you just be with your nigga every single day and you spend the night to the point where it's just like you basically live there. It's no different than that. Honestly.
No, it's a
they don't
difference
have to
to
go.
me.
You don't have to.
You don't got a key to my apartment, and I don't got a key to yours.
But
I don't have to see you.
You don't. But
because we literally in two separate apartments. I literally do not have to see you.
You don't.
Because I feel like this. When you know your partner, you know their schedules and stuff, right?
Yeah, but that's too close. That's too close.
If I live that close to you, I can easily walk out the door and know when not the fuck to see you. I don't have to literally see you when I walk out the door. That's literally like not living together.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all literally don't live together. Y'all just very, very close neighbors. Yeah. They're just next door neighbors and just happen to be a relationship. And that's just how y'all set it up. But, that's just how y'all set it up. But I feel like it could be a pro and a con depending on what kind of person you are and how you know what I mean? Like how really you like your personal space. You got a different key, but you still get within, like you still right there. Just the thought of that person being right there and thinking that they having a separate life, it's just like, because I do. I promise you, see, that's what I said. I feel like it depends on what type of person you are, if you could do something like this.
I need to be even further than that. That's the point I'm trying to make. I need to be even further.
Yeah, I definitely.
That's like living together to me more so, like.
I definitely don't need to be this close, but that's why I thought about it in the opposite effect. I'm like, say, for example, and I know this would never happen, I'm like, what if you started dating your neighbor downstairs? Mm-hmm. My neighbor downstairs is the male below me, right? I'm like, that's like if you started dating your neighbor downstairs. Y'all literally live in the same building. Y'all have the same exact address.
I wouldn't.
But y'all have. I wouldn't do it. But that's what I'm saying. That's how I thought about it. But at the same time, if and when I wanted my space, I absolutely have the space and the domain and the autonomy to do so because we actually do live in separate homes. Again, very close, but we live in separate homes. Now I get it because we think about dynamics of you can hear sometimes what your next door neighbor is doing.
They gonna know who coming in and out. God forbid they got a camera. They gonna know your whole life.
When you think about the dynamic of you being in a relationship,
they know you.
Right.
You don't know your neighbor, but they know you. You never seen their face, but they bring camera get you. Yeah, you don't. I don't have to see you.
So when it comes to that aspect and being in a relationship, I can see how it would make somebody feel uncomfortable
or surveilled.
Right, or surveilled. But again, that's why I said depending on what type of person I'm like. A person like me, I know you know some of my past. A person like me, I don't give a fuck if you live next door to me.
True.
You don't live with me. I have a separate key. And let me say something. If you piss me off, I'm going downstairs to the leasing office.
We believe you.
Okay, don't piss me off because you don't live in my house. Okay, I wish you would try something stupid when it comes to my address. We got using 227. I'm in 224. Okay.
Don't start your shit.
No, it's the truth. Do something stupid, I promise you, I'm going to the landlord.
That landlord gonna be. By the time you're done, he's gonna put both of you out. I promise you.
No, I promise with the landlord. Forget. Listen, we in a relationship. Don't let them come down here and tell you no bullshit. You hear me? I be see a person like me be like that from the beginning.
Let you know from the door.
From the door. So the landlord gonna come up. I was waiting on you at the door. Okay.
Peek through the blind. So what's going on down there?
Yeah, you gonna be waiting on me?
Probably on the phone like these motherfuckers.
Listen, I got a ring camera. You dumb bitch. I know when you walking past my door and watching me. See, listen, that's the kind of shit you can't see. You would be annoyed. You would never want to live next door to me. Being in a relationship.
Yeah, see, like you start to get your bag. See,
that's what I'm saying. So go ahead, move along.
You said you wasn't the fuck home. Why I'm looking at your car?
You would never want to be next to me. Don't listen. I see you stalking me, bitch. I see your car outside. I took an Uber today. I'm gonna be outside for a while. Don't you be in front of my house. Okay?
Oh, he will.
I see your car parked outside. I took an Uber. I'm gonna be outside for a while. Leave me alone.
You're not allowed.
See? I would be the most annoying person to be in a relationship and live next door to.
I hate you. I prefer that. Yeah, that living arrangement. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just like, that was an extreme version of that. But I was like, oh, that's interesting.
The fact that they even thought about it like as living together is interesting, though. I mean, I guess to a degree, I can see how. But again, this depends on what kind of person you are and how you think, what your comfort levels and things are in regards to personal space
and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's first time. But I'm like, in regards to like what kind of person in your personal space and how like what you think is too much in regards to letting people in and having your own solemn space. I can see how if people would think like, yeah, this is a living together situation. I get it. We wouldn't want to do it with me though.
That was clever.
We wouldn't want to do it with me.
All right,
Erica, please.
Well, let us know. That's my bitch. Well, let us know what y'all think about that. Is that too extreme? Is that something that you would try? How do you think that would work out for you?
Honestly, I can see much more people trying something like that versus actually living together and cohabitating. I can see people doing something like that versus finding a lease together. Like, all right, if we both gonna pay something, that's fine. So we can find something cheaper and we can live right next door to each other and kind of balance it out. I can see people trying something. I can see that being the new norm.
Like both getting a 1-bedroom.
Right. Or both.
Oh, okay.
Or both getting a studio.
There you go. Yeah, cheap. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for coming to join us, and we hope to see you again next week.
Let us know. Bye.
Holla back.